What up, In My Fields podcast family? We are back with another episode.
Another one.
Back to the podcast that gives you all the stories and all the feelings behind. I still don't know which camera to look at. I don't know this one or this one. But damn, welcome back, y'all.
We outside.
What up, guys? I'm Mikey. We're gonna talk today. O'Neal,
Yo,
what's got you in your feels today, dog? I really need to know. What we going?
bro. That last episode we was talking about, we ended on a story of we were talking about relationships. So we're gonna touch back. You guys made me think about some of my relationship nightmares.
Did you have a flashback, dog? We was in the break and you looked like you was having a flashback. I didn't know, man. I was like, oh, I heard Drake play in the background. I didn't know what was going on, bro. I was like, shit.
Don't even talk about nightmares, man.
Yeah, so we go, man. We left off the episode. We was talking about Danny was touching on his relationships, and it opened up just a little bit.
Sprinkle.
Opened up a can of worms.
Dazzle.
It opened up a can of worms to like relationship past, me and Mikey's past relationships, and Danny's past relationships, and then we got onto the topic of relationship kind of disasters or nightmares, however you want to call it. But we cut that episode off just so I could tell this story, because I told Mikey about this a little bit and he was like, nah, you gotta tell that on the podcast because it is crazy.
That was wild. That was wild.
All right, let me paint the picture. So in the last one, my last relationship, I was 23. I seen her when I was 22, 23. She's 6 years older than me. At the time, I was working at a dialysis center. I was a healthcare worker. I was a dialysis technician. Was the patient care technician was the proper title. And she was a LVN or a nurse working at the clinic.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Danger. Red flag.
So she was 6 years older than me. I was 23.
Two red flags.
I was 23. She was 29. Okay, so I was young, naive. I had just freshly gotten out of my first relationship before her, and I was seeing this chick every day that I was working there. She had just got transferred there, and she was a worker that all the male workers thought were pretty or thought that she was the one to have. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so she was fine, is what you're trying to tell me.
Looking back, but from the options that were there for me.
So was she fine or was she busted? Because you're giving me mixed signals right now.
Was she out of a 10? Out of a Cali 10?
If I'm being completely honest, I'd say like a 6, 5, 6. But in that industry, in our clinic, she was 9, 8, 9. Okay. In our clinic,
compared to everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to figure out what was going on right now, because we don't accept. I don't accept things from 4s and 5s.
No, yeah, I got you. So, me being the young guy trying to impress her, whatever, chopping it up with her during work, trying to ask her on a date or whatever. Oh, she's dubbing me like, oh, I don't really want to date my coworker or whatever. Long story short, we end up dating. We end up going out on our first date. She finally had invited me out with her and her friends just to go out clubbing, and this was in Hillcrest. And she had a lot of gay friends, so that's just where their party scene was at. So I was like, all right, cool, let's just go. I've never been, let me try it out. First night we end up hooking up. She goes, at the end of after she goes, so that was it, right? Like that mission accomplished, basically. So we don't have to, whatever you wanted, whatever I wanted, it happened. So like that's it. There's no more.
So you were supposed to be a one night stand.
Exactly. Me just having gotten out of a relationship, my mindset was, oh, I want a relationship again, because I liked having that companion. I liked having another person there. But she was one of the types to not go for no young motherfucker. Like, she was like, I'm a nurse. I don't really see stability with you being young, especially 6 years younger than me. So, not really. I don't want a relationship with you is basically what she was saying. But me, I would just try and force that relationship, try and force that connection with somebody that had already told me that they didn't want that. But, you know, me being young and naive. And then we ended up dating because we were just seeing each other so often. And I was just talking to her every day or trying to force conversation every day. She was just like, all right, whatever this guy's going to be, try and be in my life. Let me just see what the hell, you know. So that relationship changed so fast. Like, within the first month of us dating, we had one disagreement. I go home back to my dad's house. She calls me, she drunk calls me that weekend of let's say just a Saturday or Sunday, 4 a.m. in the morning. Mind you, we just had an argument or just had a disagreement, so I'm home. She calls me, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. Like, you trying to come over? Of course, I'm gonna come over. I get over. She's already. This is the first month, mind you. She answers the door. It's 3 a.m. Knock on the door. She answers the door in a robe. So, like, she's butt naked already, and I'm like, "What do you? Why? Where's your clothes at? Like, where's your clothes?" She's like, "Oh, I just got hot." It just got hot. I'm like, okay. Go inside. I go into her. She lived with a roommate at the time, but he was on a work trip trying to start up another store or whatever. I try going in her room, and she immediately like grabs the handle. Like, oh no, it's dirty. And I'm like, huh? I don't care. Like, what? Like, we've been seeing each other for a month now. Like,
well, and as a guy, you about to get laid. You don't give a shit what the damn.
I don't care. That's what I'm saying.
No dude is gonna be like, oh, you have your drawers and shit all over. You might think that afterwards, but I ain't gonna be thinking that out the gate.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I gotta handle what I'm gonna do.
So she lets you in, and she had a robe with no clothes on.
Mm-hmm. Lights were off, mind you, too. Like, all the lights. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. It's dark in there. Like, maybe the kitchen vent light was on, maybe. And so I go to twist her doorknob. She's like, oh no, it's dirty, and I'm like, already like a bell popped in my head, like, oh, there's somebody in there. But we end up just going. It's fucked up, but we end up just going into the roommate's room, spending the night there, and then she has work the next morning, that Monday.
So hold on. Did you end up cracking her that same night?
That same night.
But you didn't get to go in that room.
I'm getting to it. Yeah.
I'm gonna listen. Okay.
So we end up hooking up in the roommate's room, and then she has work. I want to say this is Saturday morning because she usually works Saturday mornings. She wakes up an hour and a half before work. She's like, "Oh, I'm late. Like, I gotta hurry up," because she has a long routine or whatever. She's in her shower in her room. Mind you, we was up damn near I was up the whole night because I just couldn't sleep, I guess, or whatever. And the door,
because your intuition and your stomach was nodded and going,
door,
yeah, this ain't right.
This is not even the story that I told you. This is another story. I was kind of up just because, like, thinking she fell asleep. I'm looking at her door because it's just her and I in the house, in the apartment. So I'm looking at the door, like. So I get up to use the bathroom.
So hold on, so you feeling that sense that something is in that room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get up to use the bathroom, and I open the door and I look inside. Mind you, the room the roommate's room door was open, and we could clearly see her room door. So I wake up, or I get out of bed, go use the bathroom, and I just look in, and there's nothing. It is a mess. Like I see, like the comforter is a mess, whatever. So I'm like, oh, all right, close the door. Fast forward to the next morning, she got to hurry up, get to work. She's in the shower. I go into the room, same thing, nothing's changed. I'm like looking in her closet or whatever. I looked, so you open the door, her bed is in the middle, and she has 2 nightstands. Her bathroom is right there next to the bed. I look towards her nightstand. I'm just walking around, whatever. I see a open condom wrapper.
Ooh.
And I'm like, she's in the shower. She like maybe 3 minutes until like she comes out from when I see the wrapper. I grab the wrapper. She comes out. She's like, and I'm like, what is this? And I was like, so you F somebody like before I came here? And she was like, I'm sorry. She's like, I'm sorry. Like I was like, whatever. Go to work. I left. Let her have it. I'm telling you, this is just one story. Let her have it the first time.
And this is somebody older than you.
6 years.
Still playing these games. See what I'm talking about? You just can't win,
I was
bro.
23. She was 29. Yeah.
Well,
Texted her.
That was a shitty human being.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Texted her, like, you grimy, you B word, you W, you H, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're disgusting, whatever. The whole time she's at work, I forget what I'm doing, whatever. That day, she's like, I'm sorry. Just trying to make it up to me, whatever. And I feel like in that sense, the relationship kind of got better because she now felt bad for me. So she was trying to make it up to me.
So I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
They should have never been in a relationship.
No, but I was forcing that. I was young and naive, thinking that I got the hottest nurse in the clinic. So I didn't want to lose that, essentially.
So I think the thing, let me explain it to you. It's a little different.
No. I get what's going on, and I get why he felt like that. And I also understand that he didn't have enough confidence and self-love to walk away from that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he waited for her to pretty much. It felt good to have somebody
to
bow
accept
down.
it, yeah, to accept me finally, yeah. So that's what she was doing after that incident. The relationship with that next 6 months was a lot of the same.
Like you finding more condom wrappers? Or?
Of her, so we would break up every 2-3 weeks just because of argument. And she was a heavy drinker. She was a very heavy drinker. So she would get drunk on the weekends after work, Fridays, Saturdays. Mm-hmm. And I would argue. We would argue, I'd go home. Friday, Saturday would pass. End of Saturday night, she's hitting me back up, drunk, texting me. And my happy ass is going back over there because I didn't want to lose her. But every time we separated, she'd go back on Tinder, go out, whatever the hell she wanted to do, and I would accept her back freely just because I just didn't know how to walk away. The crazier story was, this was during quarantine, 2020. 2019 going into 2020. COVID just happened. We all went into lockdown. We were just trying to find stuff to do. We're throwing house raves or whatever. Just with our small 8 people friend group, right? We drinking. We was doing drugs. Sorry, Mom. But we was doing drugs. We were just partying, right? We were just finding shit to do. And then so I invite my quote unquote best friend of 11 years. Right? I knew this guy since I was in 6th grade. He was in 5th. I was a year older than him. So I knew him since middle school. We went to Italy together in middle school. Then he moved to Spain for 3 years. Then I moved to Spain for the next for 3 years. So I knew him from 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th grade. We went to school. He left his 10th grade year, and I finished school in Spain. Basically, he was my dog. San Diego, Italy, Spain, we was together. I invite him over one weekend. We're just partying because he moved to San Diego. He moved back to San Diego prior to me moving back to San Diego. I invite him over, and I'm like, "Yo, we're gonna have like a movie night with the homies, whatever, come through." All right, back. Look, let's do it. I'm thinking this whole night is the funnest night. Like we started rolling. I don't know if it was Molly or what's the other E, Molly or E, whatever we took, but he only had one beer. He only had one beer. The night goes on. We do our little night walk, whatever. And I'm rolling, so I'm telling him like, bro, you're my dog, bro. This is crazy. Like I would literally consider you family. We've known each other for 11 years now at that point. And like, nah, bro, like I love you. Like I was on drugs, whatever, so I was just letting my emotions out. We go again that weekend finished. To me, in my perspective, at that point, it was a great weekend. I was with my girl. Oh shit! I was with my girl. I was with my boy. We was having fun, like no worries, or whatever. So that happened on Thursday.
At that time, you was with the same LVN?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So all the stories with the same with the same girl. So that happened on a Thursday. We had another party that same Saturday. That same Saturday happened. But that Saturday, we woke up. My girl had to go to work. And since we worked in the same clinic, she asked, I could cover her until she came in. So she would ask me like, yo, could you go in for me for a couple hours while I get ready? So I I was like, yeah, that's fine. Text the manager, hey, like I'm coming in for so-and-so for a few hours. All right. So I get in there. It's 10 a.m. Shift starts at 11. And then I'm trying to get the story right. Mind you, everyone was still there from the night prior. So like all the homies were still there. I'm like, all right, y'all. Like I'll catch y'all later, or whatever. And my boy was still there. This whole time, I'm trusting him more than I trust the girl, because obviously the girl had already done some crazy shit.
Some
before.
shady shit.
So I
What
trust.
was her ethnicity? What was she?
She was Mexican. She was Mexican.
I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't saying.
She was Mexican, and my boy was the same. My boy was Mexican. Mexican and I want to say black. But he was a quarter. His dad was half black. So he was a quarter. And the rest was Mexican. So, like I said, I go to work, texting her, where you at? Because, like, hours are going by. Like, an hour went by, 2 hours went by. She's still not there yet. And she's like, oh, I'm on my way. She finally gets there. I leave to go home. And that next week, so the party happened Thursday, Friday. That next week coming in, I want to say this was Tuesday or Wednesday. My boy calls me. I'm driving home from, I don't know where I'm driving home from, the gym or whatever. My boy calls me and he's like, yo. We start just shooting the shits, just talking about whatever, and then it goes on to the conversation. He's like, yo, how do you feel? How are you, a girl? I'm like, I mean, it's hard. It's hard right now, but I think we can make it work. Like, we're trying to make it work. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why? Why do you ask that? He goes, well, and he sighs. He's like, well, when when you think something's gonna happen, and you don't know if it's gonna happen. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah. I'm like, just like, what the hell happened? Just tell me, you know? He was like, okay, so this is what happened. You know how the first night we was there, I went to go sleep in the roommate's room. And I'm like, yeah. And you fell asleep in y'all's bed. Yeah, I remember. So I was laying down in the bed, and a girl comes into the bed with me. Mind you, the roommate is back from the work trip, so it's the roommate, the gay roommate. If the bed, say this is the headrest, so if it was, it would be the roommate, my boy, the roommate, my boy on opposite sides of the bed because they were just sharing the bed, and then I guess old girl came in the middle, and that's what he was describing to me, and I was like, okay. And he goes, so she starts rubbing my back. She starts like just do it. No, pause. Just like yeah, just like rubbing his back. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on, someone. And I understand that, but so you telling me the roommate is in the bed while she jumps in the middle on some funny shit?
I don't know.
Why would your homeboy be in the bed with her roommate?
Just because we were all just hanging.
In the middle of the night? Just sleeping next to a random dude that he knows?
No, we had all met, like, we're all friends. So me.
Oh, he just needed somewhere to sleep.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
So the roommate was like, oh yeah, just don't be weird. You could just sleep in my bed. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gay. The roommate was gay. You don't have to be, like, it's nothing weird. This is just somewhere to sleep. You could sleep at the bed. The bed was, he had a king size bed, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was a bigger bed. So she's rubbing on his back, and he turns around. This is all through description from what he's telling me on the phone. Mm-hmm. She's rubbing me on my back, and then I turn around, and we was just looking at each other, and she kissed me. I didn't even let him finish, like, continue. I said, oh, word? Mm. Click. Called up my girl real. I didn't let him finish. Called up my girl real quick. Nothing. No answer. Skirted that car around, bro. Started driving back to her apartment. I'm in Escondido at this point.
Okay, time out.
I'm
gonna keep timing out.
Yeah.
As a person that almost went through something similar to that, mm-hmm. Why didn't your boy tell you at that moment, or like literally tell her like, yo,
it gets worse, dog.
Okay, my bad.
It gets worse.
That's a question I'm still asking to this day.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
that's a question I'm still asking,
bro.
To this
you know,
day.
I'm not even gonna get into it, but I'll let you finish your story.
No, I'm telling you, that's a question I still ask to this day. Like, it's really a test of character. Like, the people that you hang out with is really
one thing I will say, and I got shit ton of stories that we're not gonna get into. Mm-hmm. When it comes to women, no matter how close you are to your homeboy, women would be the
determining factor, almost
like
the test.
How people act towards girls or people that never got girls before, it's a big difference on your friendship, and it's mind blowing. And I'm talking about, it could just be you just being friends with somebody, and his girlfriend like you, or your girlfriend went and did something, and instead of him standing on business, he gave in. He
gave in, exactly.
Like, you know. But anyway.
So I pulled a Yui, drove straight from Escondido to North Park is where she was living, where we were staying. Mm. Or she was staying, sorry. Pulled up to her, probably 7 o'clock. I just turned 7 o'clock, something like that. I remember the sun was down. Picked her up in my whip. Or I pulled up on her. Where she was parking, because either she just got off work or whatever. Mm. And I hop into her car, and I'm like, so have you been loyal to me lately? That's literally like how the conversation, how I told her that statement. I was like, so have you been loyal to me lately? And she goes, what do you mean? I'm like, just be real. Have you been loyal to me? She goes, okay, no.
So,
Right? She goes, no, I mean, no. I'm like, all right. So what happened? She goes, well, I don't really want to get into it. I don't really want to get into it, but it's we don't have to, whatever. And I'm like, oh, so then I came out, I was like, so you want to make out with my best friend?
I don't even know that.
No, it's funny. I'm telling you, it's funny as hell. It's crazy, bro. It's so crazy, it's funny. So I was like, oh, so you want to make out with my best friend, and you want to do some hoe shit. You want to be a hoe and shit. That's fine. The kicker is after letting that shit out of her making out with old boy, I go, it's okay. We can make it work. I go, it's okay. We can, we'll get through this. It's fine.
On this episode of IMF, I'm going the fuck home. Oh, hell no.
I swear. I promise you that's how stupid.
But I'm going to be honest with you. This is what happens when you don't have, maybe, it's you.
Yeah.
And you understand you're wrong. Then you understand you're going to keep forgiving her every time she cheats. But you need to have solid homies around, and you need to have God in your relationship.
100%.
Because I'm telling you now, that is a lot of men's issues.
Yes.
And a lot of men are currently in prison for reacting. You forgave and just said, let's move on. But not everybody forgive and move on.
Oh, no.
But I'm not done.
Oh. Okay.
I go, it's okay. We could work this out. It's all right. She goes, I don't think that's a good idea. We should just leave it at here. It's okay. And I'm like, are you sure? Yeah, I think it's better if we just separate. All right, cool. Get in my car, start driving back home. Not probably like 9:30, 10 o'clock at this point. My other high school best friend hits me up. So me and old boy moved back to San Diego. We had a mutual best friend back in high school in Spain that moved to Virginia. Mm-hmm. So him and his family was in Virginia. Me and old boy was here in San Diego. Mm-hmm. Homeboy in Virginia hits me up on some messenger chat, Facebook messenger chat. He goes, yo, are you straight? Cause old boy just texted me some crazy shit about you and your girl. And I'm like, what did he say? Or before that I said, I mean, I'll be all right, but just going through some shit right now. He goes, yeah, cause old boy texted me some crazy shit about you and your girl, and I just wanted to make sure everything was cool. What did he say? He texts me a screenshot of their messages. And then I opened up the screenshot, this long paragraph that fills up probably like 3/4 of the phone. I read that shit. Said, yo, his name was Patrick, or the one in Virginia. Goes, yo, Pat, I'm in a effed up situation right now with O'Neal and his girl. Like, this past weekend, her and I fucked. And that was literally like the first couple lines. I read that. I went red, bro. I went red just from embarrassment, just from like, you get what I'm saying? I had no idea. I just thought it was a makeout sesh. But they hooked up. His girl and I fucked, and I don't know what to do. Like Called my girl up real quick. You grimy W, you fucking disgusting Oh, what? You are slimy. You disgust me. Da 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 da. You wanna f my best friend? Woo, 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 woo. I had a heavy bag in the garage at the crib. Ma, just like going crazy. Like I'm like angry crying at that point because I'm like, what the like? How can that shit happen? Mm-hmm. You my boy of 11 years. Mm-hmm. How can that? How in whose right mind? If you're my boy for 11 years, I knew you, I consider you family, and then you still do that to me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So let's fast forward. Let's say 2 months after the whole incident. I cut her off. I cut him off.
As you should.
Oh, girl texts me. Can we talk? Like, what is there to talk about?
Your first instinct should have said no.
Why you didn't block him and everything?
I don't know.
Hey man, he was simping at the time.
Look, I didn't have the confidence to walk away.
He didn't have
like
friends
that.
like us at that point
I
to where
swear.
we could have been like, I'd be like, hell, no.
I only had my cousin, my girl cousin. That was literally the only person I was telling everything to. I didn't really have RJ. I didn't have no Kendrick. I didn't have Bennett Bryan. I didn't have none of them. So my cousin was my only source of advice that I would get, or source of communication when it came to venting or when it came to relationships. So, and her viewpoint is completely different just because she's a woman, like completely different from a man's perspective. So I'm not saying her perspective was wrong, but it was different from what I would want to hear or need to hear. She texted me back, so can we talk? What the hell do we need to talk about? You know, I just want to make sure we're okay. There ain't no, it's fine. Like, don't trip. Like, it's cool.
You do nice.
She's like, oh, yeah, no, for sure.
I would have said some shit. Can't take back, bruh.
She goes, no, I think we should. I think I really want to talk to you. I just want to make sure we're okay. I'm like, you know what? Fine. So where is this? I go back to the crib, her crib, and I want to say her roommate's not there. So we go into the house, and she's like, "Do you want to talk in the room?" And I'm like, "I'm not stepping. No, like
hell no.
I'm not going to. Oh no, I didn't go into the apartment. We talked outside because I was just like, I can't go into your apartment right now. You fuck my best friend, like
in the apartment while I'm asleep.
In the apartment
while I'm asleep.
So right, so that's the thing.
While I'm asleep, I'm there.
My happy ass, my overthinking ass was like, I gotta know exactly what happened.
Ooh. Don't tell me you even asked him. Like, did you give him head?
I did.
I
did.
No.
But
no.
That'd be the worst.
Nope. Can't ask
I
that
did,
question.
but she didn't. She told me she didn't. I don't believe her. Whatever. So this is what I was like, okay, so what exactly happened? When did this happen? Because we didn't leave the house. Right? So she told me Thursday when old boy told me she got into the bed with him. That's when they started making out, and he was finger banging her basically in the bed. That's it. I left to work to cover her, and they started making out again. But that was it. And I was like, all right. So, and then she was like, okay. But then Saturday, I invited him back. Remember that I invited him back Saturday. Saturday, she goes, you know, it was when you invited him into the room. Just to paint the picture, it's 5 a.m., 6 a.m. at this point. We were just dying down from the party. So I'm laying in bed. She's laying in bed, our bed, in the bed that we shared. Old boy's sitting on the floor, laying on the floor, just with a little skimpy blanket. That's my dog. We have a king bed or a queen, so it's big enough to fit us three. bro, just come into the bed.
Bro, don't tell me, bro.
Just come into the bed, bro. Like, I feel bad. You my dog, I'm not going to let you sleep uncomfortable. You family. Come to the bed.
Hold on, let me guess. She wanted to sleep in the middle?
No, I slept in the middle. Listen. So you old boy, right? You old boy. I'm in the middle. We like this, right? And she's over there on the side. Me and you tossing and turning. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to be rubbing up on no man. Mm-hmm. We had carpet floors. Mm-hmm. I'll just sleep on the floor. Right? Y'all could have the bed, bro. Y'all stay comfortable. That's how nice I was. I would sacrifice my comfortability so that my boy and my girl could have the bed. Right? I grabbed the throw blanket off the bed. I grab a couple pillows. Literally, this is the bed. I'm literally on the floor.
So with all this going on, you didn't hear nothing?
Mind you, I'm on drugs and I'm drunk.
Nah, you know what it was? Mario was playing in the back. I don't want to know.
Oh, God. If you're playing me, keep it on the love.
So you mean to tell me you sleeping on the floor and your girl is on the bed riding dick? That's tough.
That's rough. That's why this segment is called Nightmares.
If this was the size of the bed, we split it in 3. I got up and I said, I'ma just go on the floor right here. Mm-hmm. Right here. Cozied up in my blanket, knocked the hell out. Woke up to her waking me up. So I don't know how much time has passed. Like, I was, yeah. So, and I was like,
see, guys, don't do drugs.
No, please don't.
Yeah, just.
Damn, you probably.
So she told me I was like, and I got upset again because it clicked. So I was like, you telling me you effed him while I was in the room?
I don't want.
You was inhaling the fumes of them making love, bro. That is.
She goes. I'm getting mad at this point. She goes. So we started here, and then we went to the roommate's room. But I stopped him because I didn't want to get caught.
Yeah, hell no.
I got
Let me ask
mad
you a question.
Again.
Is she when you got to know her, right? Was she raised with her parents? Like, did she have both parents in the household?
That's what I was wondering after the relationship. She had both her parents and 2 older brothers.
I don't know. That's
with nieces.
Something ain't right. I don't know.
Something was definitely. I mean, again, I don't know what the hell she's doing now, but like, from at that point, it was just like a terrible time for me. Cause like,
as it should be. I mean,
right?
That's fucked up.
And not only her, but
that's my best friend.
How can you even go through with that?
And you cool with it.
So this is the one of the reasons why I forgave her more than I forgave old boy was because she was like,
you were a simp?
Huh?
Because you were a simp.
That also, but she was like, you can't put the full blame on me because you got to look at your friends too. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She shows me, hold on. She shows me a message, a screenshot of message from old boy, saying same thing. Like, this was probably a month after the incident, maybe 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Yo, can we talk? From him.
Okay.
She says, what is there to talk about? Mm-hmm. Like, I just, want to make sure everything cool, and talk about the situation that happened. I kind of want to see you. And she goes, don't you think we hurt Onel enough? she says, "Don't you think we hurt him enough?" And he goes, "Well, you know, you know, you know what I want, and if I'm here if you ever need that." And she goes, "I'm good. I'm good." His name, bye. Blocks him. She shows me that, and I'm like, damn, this motherfucker is
Savage.
crazy.
Grimy.
I never talked since today.
The last message I sent him was
FOS. In case
What did I
for
say?
all the viewers that don't know what that means, fades on site.
basically. I think the last thing on Facebook Messenger I sent him was like, next time I see you, like your jaw's getting broken. That was like the last thing.
Fair. Because
Yes, bruh. I was in the same room with my girl at the time and my best friend of 11 years. And they hooked up in the same bed while I was in the same room right next to him.
that's savage.
Bro, a lot of people, bro, I know people that actually shoot people for that shit.
Right?
A lot of people. What you mean?
A lot of
Hey,
people.
I don't condone violence, and you don't condone violence. But we might be those people.
Yeah.
Bruh. Honest, like that's wild.
Yeah.
It had me messed up in the head. Like after the relationship after that, we got back together. It only probably lasted another 6 months because it was just
Only 6 months? That's bruh.
bro, it was bad.
You took her back after that too?
It was bad. It was bad, D. I promise you it was bad.
Oh, yeah, that's rough, bro.
It was bad.
You need to start praying, bro.
On me. That's what happened. This was what 20 last time I
Because
was
like
2022.
we'll tell you what. Me and D will tell you the same thing. Your girl now, to me, she's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at her like a dude. Like that's how any of my homies girls, that's a dude. Like and it's not even messed up.
Immediately,
Like,
even
but
if
that's
it's-
what it is.
I feel like that's the bro code. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if we out and you like, oh, that she fine. I'm finna go talk to her. I'm gonna be like, okay, that's you. That she's off limits at that point.
Yep.
Unless you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to you. Hey, what happened? Oh, she dubbed me. Oh, is it cool if I shoot my shot? That okay, acceptable. But especially if now y'all are dating, now she's completely off limits.
Yeah. No.
That's just, I feel like common sense. Especially if that's your boy.
Yeah. That's just not even how it goes.
I like, not like, I've seen shit like this in the service.
Yeah.
Not to bring it up,
my God.
but
Yeah.
it's one thing that is not somebody that you actually rock with, but when it's somebody that you're close with, like even like shout outs to my homie Emery, like his girl asked me for my Instagram and I know how that shit go. And I was just like, and that was like his ex. It was they wasn't even together. And she's attractive, yeah, but I
You
told her that
respect
I told her to go to ask him.
Yeah.
And she started arguing with him, was like, yo, why your friends think every time I ask them for something, a number or Instagram or something, they keep telling me to ask you. And he had to sit down and explain to her, like, yo, it's a respect thing. Like,
Yep.
because especially with how me and my brother, not to say it like that, but we been getting women. We been having fun. We been having our way from anywhere we go. So men that do that is men that never had it when they were young. And they get they see their homeboy with some nice shit, some fine shit. And they like, if I could get it, I'm going to try to get it. And it's like, why would you? There's a billion people out there. Friendships that I don't give a fuck if y'all was even friends for only a year is not worth losing over a chick that you know you're not gonna want nothing from but just coochie.
Yeah.
Well, I think the thing that people don't realize. So, all right, were you always the bigger one of the group? So, like, I used to have that. I used to have that dynamic where I had homies that were better looking than me.
Yeah.
So, what would happen is once I started getting play, because like, let's say high school, I didn't get no play in high school. I ain't had no game. It wasn't. Once I got to the club and I started feeling myself and doing other shit, I had homies that would straight up hate on me and try to do that. And that was the thing.
But that's the thing, though.
But
That's
it's
the difference between the East and the West, though. But then again, it also falls down on you as a man,
As
that's
a person,
that's loser shit. Like,
but here's the thing. It's how you command yourself. So at that moment, maybe not now, but at that moment, O'Neal didn't command a presence where you wouldn't do that to me. So
for sure. He was always like that. Oh boy, he was always the promiscuous one of the friend group in high school, or like he was the he would always try and be the playboy of the group or whatever. So.
And that's the thing is, when you don't have that confidence at that point, people will do shit, and you go, okay, like instead of like standing up and fighting for your shit, a lot of dudes would just be like, take the L. Yeah. And that's what he expected from O'Neal.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, that's why not all friends are good friends. It doesn't matter if you've had them for fucking
I learned that the hard way.
Or fucking 12 years.
Yeah,
like that's just how it is. And the thing that's on top of that is he looked at you like you were weak.
Yeah.
Like, I could take your girl, you ain't gonna do shit. And like, that's just what it was. And it wasn't right, but that's how
the dynamic was. Yeah.
Bro, I don't like, it's one thing if you send your homeboy to talk to your girl to see if she's loyal before you like want to lock things in or make sure that y'all want to get married and shit and put it to the test. That's one thing. But when you go out your way, I can respect it a little bit that he told him, right? But instead of him finding out, because what could have happened was
I would have never found out.
Yeah, he would have never found out. They could have kept smashing each other. He would have felt deeply in love with her, even probably damn near married a girl while she's still smashing his best man.
Yep.
So
that would have been even crazier.
Right? But I stand by this, and even my homies in my circle, we stand by this. And when one person, I remember in the past when one person did what he did, and we clipped him off with no warning, didn't care because he should know better. I put people to a certain, what I would like. That's a problem. I realize with me, I hold people to a standard that I hold myself to.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't expect. I should be able to go and get all of us food and leave my girl here and not expect you to try to dip your dick in her mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. If I can't trust that,
we don't need to be friends.
And and even if let's say it did happen, right? Or it's about to happen. My girl should be able to hit me up or stop it and then hit me up like, yo, your homeboys are wilding, bro.
Yeah.
Because I've got into situations like that with women that I was just only dating or friends with. They're like, yo, your crew's over here talking about they trying to do this to me and that to me, and these are not really your friends, and what the fuck is going on? And there's other girls, I'm fortunate enough not to run into somebody that's like that, but it's like, it gets scary out here. Yeah. And yeah, you could forgive your homie because he told you, but when you're trying to like hook up with her and trying to like build a like, oh, forget him, be with me type shit.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, that's like shit that I see in the service. Like, that's loser shit to me. Yeah. And then they will go make the person get divorced, try to be with them and be Mr. Save-A-Hoe, and it's like, and then lose her too on some divorce shit. And then you like,
if you got her like that, that's how you gonna lose her.
That shit corny to me.
You know how crazy karma works though. So I heard old boy got in trouble with some like pedophilia stuff.
Ooh,
that's wild.
Like talking to an underage chick.
That's because you know what happens usually. That's the crazy. Ones that were playboys like that at that age they don't get it with the older ones, so they have to play that young.
So that concludes this.
We gonna get into the other y'all stories in the next. We gonna cut this in 3 parts. We did my nightmares. We're gonna do Mikey's, and then we're gonna do D's.
Because mine is
relationship nightmares. So if y'all like the video,
so comment below if you have any nightmares in anything.
Yeah. With
relationships, dating, situationships. Just comment below. We definitely read all comments.
Yeah. Comment your craziest, nastiest, most diabolical relationship nightmares. and we might react to it. So we'll read if you post it. We'll read it. We'll react to it on another video. So
we live in a savage world, so I know we have been through some
ruthless world. But
all right, see ya.
All right, y'all. Peace.